Hello my wonderful people, welcome to my platform. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location or anytime you might be coming across this video on YouTube. Please, after watching, subscribe. This is a very wonderful channel where we upload videos daily on what is happening in Nigeria. I trust, I believe you are going to enjoy this video. Please subscribe, share, like, comment, and tell us what you think about this video. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your massive support. I appreciate those who will subscribe. I appreciate those who will share this video. I appreciate those who will comment. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless you all.
It's too high. People were expecting so much from us. And maybe after 7 years, we haven't done to their expectation. Only God knows what is in somebody's mind. Or as a human being, you know, you cannot say that you are right or we have done what we should. So the government, they have really tried. The administration, they have done their best, but maybe it's still not the best to others. To them, they have done their best. So only God knows. So we must apologize to Nigerians, you know, whether we have met up with the expectation or not.
So in what areas do you think that they could have done better, maybe in your own opinion?
I don't know, because my office, I run it like an NGO just to receive people. I'm not into government activities. My own is to support them either on health or education. I don't go into details of what they're doing.
Do you think there's a chance that APC may not come back as the ruling party in Nigeria?
Why did you ask that question? Of course, we'll continue. Of course, APC will win. By the grace of God. I was born and brought up in Yola, Adamawa State now. I was born in 1971. Attended primary school in Yola, secondary school in Yola, and then I went to University of Maiduguri. I worked for maybe 10 months, then joined the university as a student, and then suddenly I got married. And getting married did not stop me from furthering my education. So I continued with my education. And I first of all went for NCE. I studied social studies. I was thinking that social study will be the easiest course because I was having children at the same time. So it happens to be like, it's so wide, vast, and you know, quite much. But thank God I finished the NCE, and then much later, the federal government opened what is called distance learning, and I joined Ambrose Ali University, Kaduna campus, where I obtained a degree in public administration. Originally, we have started with political science. Then, lack of enough lecturers, they decided to divert us to public administration, which is equally vast and broad, you know. We touch a lot of fields like law, business, or everything.
So what about your master's?
And then after that, I went to UK because my children school there, all of them. So most of the time I happens to be in the UK. So I decided to use that time to enroll for short courses like a beauty therapy. I enrolled in beauty therapy course like for 2 years. I got a diploma in beauty therapy, from nails to pedicure, manicure, from nails to eyelashes, permanent makeup, everything about beauty. So I got a diploma on that, and when I came back to Kaduna, I opened a spa, and then later on a training institute. I was also one of the consultants of KRPC, Kaduna NNPC, on youth empowerment program. They call it YESUP. They normally empower the youths around their host environment in order not to vandalize their, you know, equipments. Yeah. So I happen to be one of their consultants before. And then one of the resource persons of NBTE. So I was among the people that wrote the curriculum for them. So I wrote the beauty therapy side of it. And then others took other courses like agriculture and so on.
A lot of people don't see the academic side of you a lot, and it's really exciting for me. So why was this like a motivation for you to go into educating, particularly the girl child?
Yes, and also where we're born and brought up, like including our great-grandparents were educated. So even when I got married, I think in our society that time, in our environment or the family or in Adamawa State in general, the least educated person may be somebody who has a secondary school leaving certificate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your motivation for educating, especially young people, where did it come from? Why did you pick interest in education?
Yeah, because we found it very important, and we're also the beneficiaries of girl child education. We benefited a lot from it on how to run our lives, our marriages, and everything.
You spoke about managing, raising children and also going to school at the same time. A lot of people find that very difficult to do. How did you manage?
Yeah, that's why most of the time I went for part-time schooling. And that one gives me time to take care of the home front and also continue with my education. Yes, and after opening the spa and the beauty institute, I also, when India started enrolling civilians, were the second set that got enrolled. So I obtained a master's degree on international affairs and strategic studies in the Nigerian Defense Academy. And then later on, I enrolled on online courses like codependency and so on. But suddenly we have started campaigning for 2014, 2015 elections, and that was made me stop a lot of, stopped me from, continuing with a lot of activities of mine.
So does it look like when you leave, Asovila, perhaps you may go back?
I think for now, I need rest, I need peace. I'm not talking about anything now apart from, having peace, having time with my children and grandchildren.
I mean, when you assumed you became the wife of the president, did it take away your motherly duties, as a grandmother, a mother, as a wife? Did you have time to perform your duties and also do the official duties that you had to do?
Yeah. It never stopped me from performing my duty as a mother or as a grandmother. Sometimes before going into a conference or meeting, the grandchildren will be calling me, "Mommy, you didn't do this for me. Ma, you didn't." I say, "Okay, I'm coming. Like when I get there, I'll compose myself and become serious, like a first lady. So I play a double role at the same time. Like in this office, I have my children and grandchildren, we're laughing, joking, and then suddenly I move to another, office and then be serious and be the first lady of Nigeria.
And how did they adjust to grandma is first lady, don't do this in public, how did they adjust?
Don't forget that I've married to a former president for 25 years before becoming the first lady of Nigeria. So already we have that culture of behaving ourselves, all of us, including the grandchildren. They know where to do this or when to do certain things. And sometimes I may have a visitor, talking to the visitor, the grandchild just come in. "Excuse